Hey guys, Christina here with One Creative Direction. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a few weeks or so since I put out a video. I apologize. Been kind of getting ready for a big show that was last weekend. So today we're going to do another test. As you can see, I have a hot mug sitting on this coaster. Full disclosure, I coated this almost 2 weeks ago. When I first received this new product from Crystalac, and I had intended on testing it last week and just got busy and completely forgot. So we're at almost 14 days for this. And I just want to, before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to make sure everybody knows that there is nothing wrong. This is what I currently use on my coasters and most of my art. There's nothing wrong with it. It performs very well. Never had any issues with it. I've given coasters to some of my friends as far back as probably close to over a year ago. Actually, it's been way over a year. It's probably been more than 14 or 15 months ago. Some of the first ones I did with Bright Tone. And they're still in really good shape. So I feel from a quality standpoint, I'm providing something that's high quality. So just want to make sure you guys know there's nothing wrong with using Bright Tone. I still have Bright Tone. I'm still going to continue using Bright Tone. But Crystalac just put out this product a couple of weeks ago that they've been working on for quite some time. And it's geared towards tumblers, as is the Bright Tone, as well as instruments. But this particular one is geared towards tumblers. And its properties are a little different than Bright Tone in that I think it cures a little faster. You can put the layers on a little thicker. It dries faster. There's only 2 hours in between each layer, whereas Bright Tone is 4. If you use a reducer, then it's longer. With the Grande Finale, you can actually add water to help assist in the application. If you have a large surface, you can actually add water or reducer. For this new product. So my intent is to test, as I normally do with all of the products, and doesn't matter what the outcome of this is, I'm still going to continue using Bright Tone. I love the product. I will tell you, just on initial inspection of this, I put 2 coats on here of the Grande Finale, and I feel like it is a bit brighter and a bit glossier. So if it performs the same as Bright Tone, then I think I'm probably going to maybe convert to using this for certain things and Bright Tone for other things. And as everyone may or may not know, I also use Crab Coat on anything that's going to be exposed to water or outside. So in addition to those 3, I use their Extreme Protection in my bloom recipe. So 4 different products just off the bat that I use. So this mug is going to sit on here for another 4 minutes. I usually do 8 to 10 minutes. And so I'll come back when that time is up. We'll inspect it, and then I will put this cold glass of sweating ice water and do that second test like I normally do. And if you haven't checked out any of my other testing videos, I'll link a few in the description box so you can check those out. But I do quite a bit of testing, not just Crystalac products. I've done multiple sprays, the Krylons, the Rust-Oleums. I've done those tests. I've tested other products, some polys, Deco Arts Triple Thick, and none of those performed anywhere near as well as Bright Tone did, which is how I ended up continuing to use Bright Tone. So I'm always on a journey of testing. That's just my background. So I will see you guys in a few minutes to check on the status of this. Okay, we are back, and it's been sitting on here for about 9 minutes or so. So we're going to pull this off and we're going to inspect it. Awesome. Didn't even stick a single bit. That's what we want to see. All right, so let's inspect this thoroughly. I probably should have gotten my glasses, but I can see pretty clearly. Okay, so as with Bright Tone, there's a teeny tiny little spot here where you can see the indent of the bottom of the mug. And I'm anticipating in a short time that you will not be able to see that. I don't know what you call that, self-healing, whatever you want to call it, but I anticipate that that is going to be gone. And it's just this tiny little section right here. I don't know if anybody can see that. Trying to get it, it's right here. There's just two tiny little, little dashes. All right, so we're gonna put the cold glass on here, and I usually leave this, and I'm gonna put this over to the side here so it's not in the same spot as the divot, so I can tell if that goes away or not. So I'm gonna set the timer for probably 15 minutes. I like to let the ice water sit on there a lot longer because that's the tendency of folks to leave a glass on a coaster for a really long time. I might leave it on longer than 15. We'll see what I get busy doing and if I forget it. But typically, 10 minutes for a hot mug is pretty sufficient since the temperature starts to decline when you take it out of the microwave. It's usually pretty hot when you first put it on there. All right, so I will see you guys when the timer's up for the ice. Okay, so it has actually been probably close to 30 minutes since I put this on here. All the ice melted. The glass is super cold. So I'm gonna take this off of here. It didn't stick as it didn't with the Bright Tone. So I'm gonna wipe the water off of this. There's just a tiny bit. And I'm seeing a little bit of a rim mark on here. I mean, just the very slightest. I'm gonna hold it up here, but I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. It's gonna be in this corner here. It's just barely there. And I will tell you, when I did this with the Bright Tone, that disappeared. So I'm anticipating that that's not going to be there. I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to let this set for a little while, and I'll come back with a conclusion on this particular test of Grand Finale. So I will see you. I'm going to let this set for about an hour, and I'll be back and show you the conclusion, see if I can get some close-up video for you to see if there's any spots left on the tile. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we are back for the conclusion. As I suspected, after letting this sit, hasn't even been an hour, it's been about 45 minutes, that ring disappeared where the ice water glass was. And remember, that sat here for about 30 minutes. It might have been a little more than 30 minutes, but it had left just the slightest little ring where the cup was. Actually, I think it was in this corner. And that is completely gone. I know it's going to be next to impossible to see, but yeah. So I would say overall, this new product, the High Gloss Grand Finale, is just as good as Bright Tone. Pretty much the same result as Bright Tone. I would say if you're looking for that glossier, I guess clearer look, then I would say Grand Finale. So I'm going to use what I have left of Bright Tone and continue using Grand Finale on anything that I produce in the future. I'm anxious to see what it's going to look like on a canvas. It's self-leveling like Bright Tone is, so it should be fabulous. So looking forward to applying it to my first project that I get done on a canvas, whether that's wood or an actual canvas. So thanks for joining me, everybody. If you have any questions regarding this new product, if you want to try it, I'll put a link down in the description box for you to click on, and we'll take you to the Crystalac website for this product. I appreciate everybody watching my videos. And if you're interested in any of the other Crystalac products, as I mentioned, I use Bright Tone for a lot of my art to top coat it. I use the EP, the Extreme Protection as part of my PM for my blooms. It is fabulous. If you haven't seen my video on that, check that out. I just put that out maybe a month ago. Been using the EP in my blooms for about 4 or 5 months. It works amazing. I will never go back to using any Minwax or Varathane poly. And then I use Crystalac's crab coat for anything that's going to go on the outside, or anything that's going to be like in a bathroom or a kitchen. So I use it on my vases that I sell, and I use it on any kind of, like I said, bathroom. Anything that's going to be close to water. And then, of course, I use the Universal White to prep all of my wood. So those are just a few of the products that I use. If you have any questions, like I said, put it in the comment box, send me an email. All my information's down in the description. All right. Thanks, guys. Catch you on the next video.